What's up, everyone? Welcome back here for another recap video. Today we had probably the biggest move I've seen since FFIE went over 1,000%. Today we had MLGO going about 800% from $1.56 all the way up to $15. You guys are probably thinking I had the biggest green day of my life. You know, maybe 3K, 5K, 10K day, or more than that. Which, yeah, I mean, like, it could have been a great day. Could have been a great day. However, today I am finishing in the red. I am finishing in the red. Yep, that is right. Down $224.16. And just atrocious. Just a terrible, terrible performance on my end. You know, a lot of areas, I just let it go. And then I got in too high. I tried buying the dip, and the trade would just, in a blink of an eye, less than 2 seconds, I'm down maybe $1 a share. And I didn't have the confidence. To really trade it because also I had to use Thinkorswim orders. I would get in at key areas, but since it's a key area, there's a lot of orders going through. I'm in at the areas where all the shorts are covering, all the longs are jumping in for the move. That's the areas where you're having the most amount of executions, the most amount of volume, most amount of shares traded, and Thinkorswim just cannot fill. They don't fill me at a proper price in a proper time frame. They don't fill me even instantly. It's like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds sometimes. You know, at the open, areas where we're having breakouts, where it's high volume, I'm not getting a fast enough fill, and then by the time I get filled, the move is already pulling back. You know, the point where I would be taking profits, I am just starting to get filled, or I just got filled, and now I'm the one selling into people dumping their shares. I'm like the last one to be dumping their shares, selling for a loss. And this was areas in here and here, and also up in here. And then I'm trying to like buy the backside here, and I'm just getting annihilated. I think 1 second trade, I had $1.20 a share a loss. Absolutely like mind-boggling. But yeah, this is the type of stock that you can really get a big old whooping. And today I got a little bit of a whooping, not too bad, only down $224, but I can make that back in one trade. That's fine. The only thing that I did well today was not spiral out of control. I was really grasping on the last bits of my mental willpower to maintain composure. I really, was starting to spiral kind of mentally and emotionally. Like, maybe I was able to control it, as in not taking it out on the market, but inside I was like, oh my God, this sucks. Like, this stock is ripping so much. I'm red. Everybody else is making so much, probably making so much money. And this is a great opportunity. When's the next time we're going to see a stock like this? I might not see a stock like this for the next 10 minutes or the next 10 months. For the next 10 months, I may not see a stock like this. And here I am sitting red. These are all the thoughts that are going through my head. And it causes a lot of FOMO. It causes a lot of frustration. And if you start to trade with those emotions, you really, really could get yourself into some trouble if you're not able to stay composed, and those emotions start to get you to oversize in areas where you shouldn't oversize, taking dips too early, maybe getting too aggressive in areas where it starts to go backside, and yeah, so it's very important. It's very easy to get sucked up in the emotions of, having this great move and you're red, or you made a bad mistake, and all of the thoughts in your head are saying, I'm a failure, I can't do this, like, oh my God, like, I'm never going to make the money back, or like, when's the next time this stock is a stock we're going to get a good move? I'm going to be red for a long time. It's going to take me forever to make it back, and like, I should be better than this, and all this stuff. Like, it's really easy to get sucked up in that. And in the moment, you know, those emotions cause those thoughts to come up, and it feels so real. You start to like, it feels so like, it's like, it's like hypnotizing. It's like you're literally getting hypnotized by your own thoughts and your emotions, and it's hard to break away from that. The best thing that you can do is when you feel like that is just stop trading, just wherever you're at, stop trading, and take a break. You have to take a break, go for a walk, maybe go make some lunch or something like that, and kind of refresh. Gotta refresh your mind, refresh your emotions, just so you don't take it out of the market. Yeah, it's okay, you can come back, but you got to be able to make sure that you're back to a level playing field emotionally and mentally to be able to trade. But yeah, the thinkorswim orders came into a play today, and the fills were unreliable, so I couldn't really size, and I couldn't get in the areas where I wanted to get in without taking extra risk because of getting a high fill. But the good news is Dash did have an update. Dash Trader did have an update this afternoon, and they were able to get that back up and running with the beta until Monday. Monday it goes live. Monday it goes live, and it should be just how it was before the transition over to Schwab. But for now, it's still in the beta version. You can still trade if you do update your Schwab for not your Schwab. If you do update your Dash Trader from 5.7.9.5, or no, if you upgrade it from 5.7.9.3 to the latest version 5.7.9.5, you'll be able to trade. And for the most part, it's pretty good. It's still pretty just how it was. The only thing was that similar error that we're having, where Dash Trader would think that you're in a trade, and thinkorswim says you're out of the trade. So that's still the only error right now, but I can work around that. I can totally work around that, and I've been working around that last week, which is why I had a really good week past couple of weeks. But this week, they completely shut off Dash Trader for the past 2 days, so I definitely noticed a drop in my confidence, a drop in my performance and my results. So hopefully tomorrow, since we're back on the Dash Trader, I can kind of mentally regroup the small loss that I had today, and then be back on the road here, back on the tracked profits. Right now I'm about break even on the week, break even on the month, which is fine. It's only the second day of the month, so you know, no sweat. We have a lot of days ahead of us. Main thing is that I did well was not to let the frustration, and I did not let the frustration get to me, and I didn't take it out on the market. And once you start to take it out on the market, that's when that $200 loss turns into $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, and then before you know it, you're closing up shop, and you're never trading again. So, you know, I've seen many traders who've done that. I've seen many traders who started the journey and ended up with one day where they just couldn't control themselves and they wipe out their whole account. So it's important to stay disciplined with that, and not letting your emotions get to you. But yeah, if you do have Dash Trader, I did post a link in the Discord. For the update. If you can't do auto update in Dash Trader, you guys can check that out on the day trading floor. I put this here. So essentially what this link is just a link to the automatic download, or not the automatic download, the manual download. So you'd have to download this separately from the app that you currently have, and then delete the current app, and then just have this one as now your new one. So this one works. There's still those small errors that I was saying before, but yeah, that should work for you. Make sure you do backup. Go to backup settings in your before you do this, and make sure you do your backup settings just so your layout is saved for the next time you log in on the new app, because you will lose the layout if you don't do your backup settings in Dash Trader. So those are for the Dash Trader users. But yeah, MLGO, crazy move. Let's take a look. It was up on, how was it up? Let's see, I forget. Announced a jointly established micro consciousness quantum research center with WIMI. So pretty much a partnership with WIMI to establish microconsciousness quantum research, whatever that means. It sounds pretty crazy. So traders are probably all over this. And that's probably why we got this crazy move. I'm sure short sellers were really caught off guard. This is like the first time we've had a stock that was really holding highs and kept going. In this case, we held the pre-market levels. We ripped breaking out, massive move from 4 all the way up to 7. So we had the nice red to green here. I was getting in this area, but there was a slight hesitation. I did sell for a loss, and then it started to go up $4 a share without me. And we did do a nice flag here, a little bit of a chop, false breakout here. But once we started to reclaim 740, I was like, dang, that's the entry right here, 740. We start reclaiming the top of the candle, and I just let it go without me. And breaks out, very nice move there. So that would be the first longer time frame breakout, then the 1 minute pullback, continuation move. Then we had a nice longer consolidation here on the ABCD. Let's see here. On the 5 minute, nice ABCD on the 5 in this area here. With a nice breakout with a beautiful leg here from 8 all the way up to 13. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And here again, I did see the entry, and I think I got in for the break of 8, but then I sold at the price went all the way up to 8.99. It was blowing off the top, but when I sold, I got filled at 8.12. So it seems like it's only convenient for the latency when it's in the favor for Charles Schwab, which kind of stinks, But if I was trying to get in, I like at the break of 8 or after the break of 8, if I was trying to get in at 8.12 where I sold my shares, you bet that I would be getting filled all the way up here at 9.12, 9.26, 9.40. So price improvement, the latency seems to only work when in Charles Schwab's favor. So we did get a nice continuation move there. And then here again, shorts getting caught again here. So shorts, you can see clear area where shorts are getting in, topping tails, topping tails, topping tails are breaking down. Once we start reclaiming this previous support level and we're hold here, we had a nice beautiful move here. Once we started to reclaim this previous topping tail for the break of 11, this was the key area. This would be a break of a new high on the larger time frames. So on the 5 minutes, so yeah, 5 minute looks nice, 1 minute looks nice. Once you get that break of that topping tail, that's the trigger. This is the trigger where short start covering. And once one short starts covering, it's like dominoes. And everyone starts covering. And then you get a massive panic. Massive panic from 11. This thing just went straight up. There was no... Once you miss this entry here at 11, it was hard to get back in because it just kept going. 11 and 2 minutes later, we're already up at $15. Absolute crazy. And then on the backside, here I am trying to buy the dip down in here, and I'm just taking losses. But I did take this trade here, but I forget what happened. Well, let's pull up the archive. I know I was trading like 50 shares on this area. I was just like, no, I can't. I can't take massive risk on this right now. I got to get back to the normal system. Dash trader, level 2. Using my normal hotkeys, and then using Thinkorswim just for the charts. So MLGO, very nice move. And today, can't let it. Hopefully you guys did well. This is a great move. If you guys didn't, like me, don't beat yourself up. You got to move forward. You got to look at the mistakes that you made. Look at the stock. Look at the price action. Learn from it. And you got to move forward. It's now behind us. This move is now behind us. Tomorrow we'll have another stock. And the good news is when we see a stock like this go 800%, there's likely sympathy, momentum with future stocks tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And maybe it continues for the next month or 2 months. That's the good news. That is definitely the good news. So, you can't beat yourself up. It's easy to get blinded by your emotions and your thoughts with your failing attempts or your mistakes on the day of trying to get green. But it's important to always be moving forward because the market is going to open again tomorrow. And the market will again give us another opportunity. So, $224, I can make that back in one trade. I've had plenty of trades of just one trade over $200. But, I was more frustrated that I missed a beautiful move, that I miscapitalized on it. Or I couldn't perform on this. That was my trigger that caused me to start to be like, oh my God, like furious. And the best thing to do is to walk away, go to the gym, do something to exert that energy out of your body. You can't just sit in the chair looking at the charts and let it boil. If you just let it boil, every single trade you take is you're gonna be just more frustrated. But yeah, looking at the stats here, accuracy 50%. So the accuracy wasn't bad, but my risk was flipped. I had a 1.5 risk to 1 reward. My risk reward was negative. So I couldn't manage my risk. Today. And that has to be correct. That my thesis has to be correct, because if my fills aren't correct, then I'm taking more risk on those setups because I'm getting filled at a higher price than I would be. Maybe the accuracy was fine. It's just, I think the trades that it did take as a losing trade, I couldn't get out at a reasonable price. By the time I was getting filled at the bottom. The bottom ticked. And yeah. So I'm surprised we didn't have any sympathy momentum into Power Hour. After I did the update, I was looking for Power Hour momentum, but we didn't get anything. But tomorrow, I'm sure we'll get something. Hopefully you guys did good. For me, here's my calendar. We did end the green streak. How many green days in a row here? 5, 10, 15. These are 2 green days. I didn't take these days off. They're like flat, small green days, $20, $50. So 15, 19, 20 green days in a row, finally coming to an end. 20 green days coming to an end. It was a great streak while we had it, but we have to continue moving forward. We'll have another streak going. Tomorrow, I'm just going to focus on getting green like I do every single day. Do what I do every single day. Not change up, not do anything different. Just one red day. One reasonable red day. We can bounce back. There's nothing to be worried about. Just wake up tomorrow and be ready for the next hot stock. And it's coming. The hot stock is coming. The next hot stock is definitely coming. So hope you guys enjoyed the recap. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you part of the community. Also, check out the links down in the description. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. Peace.